pump your bike's tires? Or are you just bringing it out? You're just taking it with you? Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day today. I thought I would do another introduction video, but this one's gonna be more like talking about what I've done to my Corolla Hatchback back there. Everything I've done to it, why I did what I did to it, and the mistakes I have made, I guess. You can call them mistakes, I don't know, I have made on it. So I'm gonna just talk about everything I've done to the car, why I did it, yada yada yada. And then, you know, some other things that I want to talk about. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to talk about the inside of my car. As you can see, it's not like a normal Corolla hatchback if you've ever seen the inside of a Corolla hatchback. So these are white, these are real, these aren't painted or anything. So apparently some hatchbacks, early hatchbacks, like 2019 or something like that, I can't remember exactly the date, came with a white interior. The doors were white, dash was white, yeah. And I believe the seats were also white. I liked the white dash for it. I thought it would go well with this car because this car is originally white. But I didn't want, you know, the white on the doors, or I didn't want the white seats because, you know, of Elizabeth over there. Of her being in the back of my car, you know, babies and kids make spills, etc. And plus, white gets dirty really easily. So I just wanted it on the dash because I thought it would go well with the theme of the car. Now, these are actually the normal seats, the cloth seats that came with the car. What I have on top of the cloth seats are fitted seat covers. I got them off of Amazon. I don't care to say it, you know, budget-wise. So, but I've had these on the car for a few years now, I want to say, and I mean, they haven't changed. They're not worn down. I mean, even the one I sit in all the time, you can tell it's getting worn down, like right there in that little area from when I'm getting up and down kind of thing. But other than that, it's really not that bad. And then right here is the GR short shifter with my knob. I'm not someone of those people that like to have GR on things when it's not a GR Corolla. I'm not very big on putting GR on my car because it's not a GR Corolla. And then, of course, I got a real carbon fiber steering wheel. That's not a cover, that's an actual steering wheel. It came with the buttons and everything like that. All I had to do was take the airbag out of the old one and put it in the new one. And yes, unplug your battery when you do that. Do not leave your battery plugged in unless you want the airbag to go off on you. Alright, moving to the outside of the vehicle. I have the Corolla Widebody kit. Now, I know I have mixed match panels of color. So what happened with that is that when I was wrapping the car... Yeah, babies. She's showing me everything. Oh my goodness, she's having a fun day today. But yeah, when I wrapped the car with the lavender purple, I got lazy, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It was hard enough to do the body of the car the way I did it. All these little corners and things like that on this car are super hard to do. And when I made it to do the Widebody kit and I tried it and I messed up, I just didn't want to do it. I really want to go back and wrap the body kit. I think it will look so much better with the wheels because the wheels aren't black. They are actually like a gunmetal almost. But you can't really tell. There you go. But you can't really tell when you're far away from this car because the Widebody kit is black and it blends in with the wheels, and it doesn't look good. So I definitely want to go back and wrap the Widebody kit. I think it will look so much better. Luckily, I have some lavender purple wrap left over that I believe is enough to wrap this kit if I do it right and don't mess up constantly, but we'll see how that goes. But for now, this is how it looks. I definitely want to wrap the Widebody kit from Corolla because I think it'll make the wheels pop more. Elizabeth. So I have these two vents up here on the hood. Yes, those are real vents. You can actually probably see through them. Maybe on camera. I don't know. I can't really tell because the sun is kind of blinding. But those are holes in there. I did that. Someone else helped me with that because I don't trust myself cutting aluminum. So I had someone who worked with metals all the time and knew exactly what he was doing to help me measure and do it so it would match up. Yes, Elizabeth has a big leaf. It's almost the size of her. It's so funny. So yeah, I have 2 real holes in there, 2 real vents. And then I do have some canards, which also blend into my Widebody kit, which is another reason why I really want to wrap the kit. So nothing really blends in with it. It needs to get wrapped. It really does. But yeah, I have canards on there. Now, when I first put the canards on there, I also had a spoiler up here and then this duckbill spoiler. But since I took that one off, I decided to sell it because I kind of like it more without it. I feel like it's a cleaner look back here without it. I don't know how much a duckbill spoiler does for like a spoiler, but I thought it looked better without the spoiler on top as well as the duckbill spoiler. I just feel like it was a little too much with both. But yes, once I wrap this Widebody kit, I feel like everything will look so much better. But I gotta do it. And unfortunately, being a stay-at-home mom, it can be really hard to get some things done when you want to get them done. So I gotta wait until I can actually do it, which is normally the weekends. Moving on. I do have the Street Arrow side skirts here, and these ones are where it goes straight like this and it goes out on the back because it's a hatchback and it already goes out more on the back. So I thought it coming out towards the back looks better for this kind of car. Now these Street Arrow side skirts I will be selling here soon. Don't hit Mama's car with a stick. I will be selling these here soon because I don't know, I just feel like it's time to get rid of them. I mainly got them for Arrow for the Tail of the Dragon, but now that this is my daily driver, I don't really need them anymore. So I'm gonna take them off, clean them up, and sell them to anyone who wants them. I did pay like $300 for those because I got the engraving and the fin, so it was about $300 for the 2. I'm probably just gonna sell them for like $150, so something pretty cheap. Free shipping, of course, because that's just how I roll. And then back here, I do have these blackout tail lights. These are not the what is it called? For guys, something Performance. I can't think right now what the name is, but these are not that company's. I actually got these off of eBay. Honestly, I believe these ones were like $200 after taxes, and I got free shipping. $200 off of eBay, and I actually like them more. I like how they look more, how it looks in here more, where the lights and everything is. I also like how it looks when you hit the brakes, obviously, and you know, the signal, turning signal and everything like that. I like it more. I don't know. And it was cheaper. So if you have the money to spend, you know, $400+ on the, you know, a branded tail light, then go ahead. But I don't, because I'm a stay-at-home mom. I gotta, you know, go certain directions that don't cost more. But that's where I got those, is eBay. If you guys want to get blackout taillights that are cheaper, they're on eBay, and they're remarkable. They're very easy to install. Yeah, we got trees throwing leaves everywhere. It's so much fun having to clean it constantly. Alright, it's actually unlocked. I thought it locked itself back. Back here, as you can see, I do have the wiring to the taillights coming through here. Now, a lot of people do put the wiring through here and here to get them through there to look cleaner or whatever. I decided not to do that. I could have put them in the car back there, but I decided just to let them like come from the, you know, the taillights down, only because what if I ever want to like change them out again, or they for some reason break or something? It would be easier just to pull them out like that instead of having to reopen it, go all in there, pull it out. I don't know. I didn't want to go through the hassle of like putting it in if there was no reason to. If you decided to mess with this tree a little bit, you guys, doing this and watching her at the same time can be somewhat difficult, but it's all right. Oh, and I also forgot to say that I do have this grocery getter performance mount for this AME OBD2 reader. This is how I know what my oil levels are at, or not oil levels, but oil heat level, and my engine heat level, etc. It does everything. But this saved me one time when my coolant was leaking, and I was at a red light, and it shot up in heat. It saved my life that day, because if I didn't have that, I would have not been able to save my car, and it probably wouldn't be here today. But let me, oh my god, let me show you guys in here. Alright, give me 1 second. Let me put this thing up. Alright, don't mind the mess, guys. It's a little dirty in here. I haven't cleaned in here for a bit, and with these 2 holes on the hood, it seems to get dirty in here a lot more now. But it's alright. So right here I have the 2J Racing air intake, true intake. It actually comes through here, and then, you know, obviously air flows through the grill and it goes into the air intake filter. This is version 2. I've had this air intake for a few years now, I want to say, and it works perfectly, like, great. No check engine lights, nothing like that. Just to let you know, if you do decide to get the 2J Racing air intake version 2 or 1, I don't know if 1 does this, but version 2 definitely does this. If you decide to get one of these, they do touch your hood. As you can see, I did try to put something there to keep them from fully touching. Didn't work out very well or long, because they're touching again anyways. It doesn't really matter. And I'm not going to go behind it and clean up what I put up there. I don't really care, honestly. It's a daily. It is what it is. Definitely need to clean in here for sure, though. It looks really dirty, even on camera. What are you doing? Are you playing drums? She's playing drums. Okay. Continuing. So right under here, I have a Koyo Rad radiator. Sorry about her. She's getting really excited in the background. A Koyo Rad radiator. Now, they don't make a Koyo Rad radiator for this car, or for this year, 2021. They don't make it for this year. Even though online, it will tell you they do. They really do not, because when I was doing the Koyo Rad radiator install, I had to customize this hose right down here to the radiator. The one I'm pointing at right here. All the other ones fit this car perfectly fine. Everything else fit. But when I went to go do this one, it wasn't small enough to fit the reservoir for the coolant, and went down a little bit for the coolant. But yeah, so I had to be creative with this coolant hose right here. It was bigger, the one that came with it, so I went to an AutoZone. Oh, bug. I went to an AutoZone, and I found a hose there that would fit my reservoir, and I had to get it to work. So I actually put lube on the hose here to push it on to the reservoir, and then I used a clamp to hold it on forever. Pretty much. It worked, because it's been on the car for like that for years now, and nothing's happened. No leaks, no nothing. Absolutely no leaks, which is great. And this right here is the 2J Racing catch can. When I first bought this, I didn't know that it wasn't really going to do anything. I thought it was. But even putting this in, it actually doesn't really do anything, I've heard. There's actually a catch can that's a true catch can that actually gets installed to the engine underneath it and catches stuff. I wasn't going to go out of my way and buy another catch can after buying this one. If this one doesn't do anything, it is what it is. I don't care. It looks cool in the engine bay. I'm not in, you know, it doesn't really bother me that it doesn't do anything. It's still there. It still looks cool, whatever, right? But yeah, the main performance stuff I did to my engine would be 2J Racing air intake, the Koyo Rad radiator, and I have a Corolla to a Camry throttle, body, and spacer. So I have everything, and by the way, doing all of that right here was a very tight fit, and it was very hard to get this to all fit, but I did it, and it looks great, whatever. So that's all I did to my engine. Oh yeah, and the AMT Stage 3 tune, because you need a tune for this intake or you will get a check engine light. So that's all I did to this car when it comes to the engine, performance to the engine. I didn't want to do too much to the engine only because I still want to use it as a daily and I wanted it to be as a daily, you know, but with a little bit of pep to it, I guess. That's pretty much all I did. And I did buy this big mouth snorkel when I had the intake, the normal stock intake in, but now I don't, so now it really doesn't do anything, it's just there. But whatever. So I did all of this to my car to drive the tail of the dragon mainly. When I first started modding this car, it was for different intentions. It was just, you know, to do it. I never done it before. I always wanted to learn how to take an engine out of the car and put it back in, but obviously I'm not going to do it with this car because it's my daily and I don't want to like do all that with it. And when I first started doing this, it was just for, you know, fun. It wasn't for anything. Once I got down to the, I want to say the end of modding this car, I was building it for the tail of the dragon. That's why I did the stance, the Widebody kit, the wheels, because the wheels in the front, I believe, are 18 by 9, or no, 8.5, something like that. You know, it's been a long time since I've had these wheels on. I can't actually remember the size of them very well. It's been a long time. If you asked me what size my wheels were a year ago, I probably would tell you, but it's been a very long time, so I've even like looked or checked. Let me see. Yeah, 245 40 ZR18s, but the wheels themselves, I don't remember the specs. I really don't. I wish I did, but I don't. The back ones are bigger, that's for sure. They're 18 by 9.5. Those ones I remember. So I think, because it's a staggered fitment, so if that's 18 by 9.5, I'm pretty sure this one's going to be 18 by like 8.5 or something like that. I just know the back ones are bigger. That's all I remember. And then, yeah, so it's a little bit, and then I have, I believe, an inch spacer back here, and no, half an inch spacer in the front here, and an inch spacer in the back. So yeah, I did this pretty much all for the tail of the dragon and for my liking. This is my car, I like it, whatever. But I am definitely going to wrap the side skirts for sure, because I feel like if I wrap the side skirts lavender purple, it will look really good with those wheels. Yeah? What'd you find? Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much a walk around of my car. Oh yeah, one thing I didn't tell you guys. Another thing I did for the engine was that I put a 2J Racing header, 2J Racing mid-pipe, and the Tom's Racing quad exhaust on it. So I did a whole new full exhaust, and I did it myself in the driveway of the apartment building we used to live in. Luckily now we're at a house, so if I need to do anything like that, I don't have, you know, people coming by constantly asking me what I'm doing. That does get old very quickly. But yeah, it took us 2 days for us to get underneath. Yeah, Nathan helped me a little bit because there were some bolts under there that I could not take off, so he definitely helped me take those off. That's literally all he helped me with. Everything else I did all on my own when I changed out the full exhaust. And by the way, doing a header is so hard. But honestly, after I did it all, it was definitely worth it, and I'm very happy with the outcome of the the sound it makes. It makes a low like grumble noise, and I really like that. However, when I get up to high RPMs, it almost sounds like a Honda Civic. That I don't like. But, you know, it is what it is. But when I'm not doing high RPMs, it's like a nice little grumble noise, and I really like that. But yeah, that's pretty much a good walk around of my Corolla hatchback, of everything I've done to it, why I did what I did to it. I have a new project car picked out. I'm talking to the seller right now about it. I'm hoping I can go get it this weekend. We will see what happens. I'm really hoping it happens this weekend because I'm really looking forward to grabbing it. I'm going to bring it back here, and then I will probably do like a small video of me driving it back and an intro video, of course, because I'm really excited to show you guys what it is. My plans for that car is going to be more conservative. This car, the hatchback, I went a little crazy with it. It's a little all over the place. There's a lot going on with it to my liking. With the new project car, I'm going to make it more conservative. I want it to look nice, like clean, nice. I don't want it to go all crazy with it. I'm not going to cut into the body like I did with this hatchback for the Widebody kit and things like that. I'm not going to do that. I might get a body kit for it, but it's going to be one that fits onto it, and I'm not needing to cut anything for it. I want to make it more conservative. I want to make it more clean and nice looking, a little less than the hatchback. I want it to be a completely different build. And then in the far future, I already am deciding to do an engine swap on it. I already picked an engine out for it that I was told by multiple people that it fits perfectly in this car that I'm looking at. So I already have plans coming. Plans are already in motion with this project car. I don't even have it yet. But that's normal for us car enthusiasts. It's like, you know, it's like you already get this plan in motion before you even have the car because you're so excited to get it to start on it. And that's where I'm at right now. So I'm really hoping I get it this weekend and I can have that intro video of the new car this weekend posted. But we will see what happens. It's pretty much all this video is going to be, just me explaining, doing a walk around of my Corolla hatchback and explaining what everything is and, you know, why I really did what I did. And it was all mainly for the Tail of the Dragon. And then, you know, talking about the new project car coming up that my plans I already have in motion for it. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I'm out to take Elizabeth here for a bike ride and relax the rest of the day because it's been a crazy week. And, well, I hope you all have a great day. Peace!